Straight home on this. Straight home on this.
Palestine protest over here in Embankment, London. There's a lot of people here supporting the promise of Palestine. And look how many people there. Palestine!
Free! Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine!
Solidarity! Free Palestine! Free! Solidarity!
Thank you, Amsana. It's great to have Amsana here. I just want to say she is a very principled MP and politician in the constituency of my ward. And she, for her principles, has been subject to vilification, bullying and harassment. So she deserves our solidarity too. Thank you, Amsana. Our next speaker is another MP. I said that we were turning the dial. It's quite simple. Slogans, is it? To say everybody thinks that every little bit helps. And what the next speaker is doing instrumental in shifting inside the MP for Lindsay, Bergen, has put down a motion, an early day motion in Parliament, calling for peace, calling for a ceasefire, and it has been backed by 95 MPs from 8 political parties. So right across the spectrum, please welcome Richard Bergen.
I'm here today with one clear message from our government. Palestine matters. All Palestinians now.
Speaking it as well. Is that how many people are watching?
strong voice in Parliament demanding exactly what we're all here today to demand, which is a ceasefire now. Please welcome to the stage the MP for Hackney North in Stoke Newington and the first black woman to be elected to British Parliament. Make some noise for Diane Abbott!
So glad to be here today in solidarity with the people of Palestine. And as we meet, the Israelis are bombing Gaza the hardest they have ever done. So it is so important that so many of you are here today. We are all part of an enormous global movement. It is a global movement demanding peace and justice. The old slogan really is true. No justice, no peace. And this is a movement of global majority. The United Nations voted for a ceasefire. But this country, sadly, has a government which is part of the global minority. The British government supports the siege, supports the blanket bombing, and opposes peace. Over and over again, this country's political leadership talk about Israel having a right to defend itself. And I have to sit in Parliament and listen to that. Of course, like any sovereign country, Israel will have a right to defend itself. But what is really happening? Israelis are bombing sites which should be protected, like hospitals. So doctors are operating on the floor. They are having to amputate limbs without anaesthetic. Babies are being disconnected from their incubators. Is that self-defense? Israeli bombers have killed 3,000 Palestinian children in the past 3 weeks. Is that self-defense? Overall, more than 7,000 Palestinian civilians have been killed in the past 3 weeks. Is that self-defense? And earlier this week, Gazans were told to move south because they'd be safer. But the south is still being bombed. And now the Israelis are saying that anybody left in the north will be deemed a terrorist accomplice. Is that self-defense? Or is it an excuse for the unimaginable Palestinian casualties over? So our leaders do not speak for the vast majority of the people in this country. They do not speak in our name. We demand a ceasefire on all sides. We demand an end to the bombing, and we demand an end to the slaughter. That is the will of the British people. And we come together as Muslims, Jews, Christians, people of all faiths and none. We are united, we are determined, we wish nobody ill, but we demand peace and justice. We uphold international law, we oppose all war crimes, and we will not give up until we achieve peace. They will slander us, they will block us, they will try and marginalise us, but we must not lose sight of our aim. Peace and justice. Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine!
Thank you, Diane. Thanks for coming along tonight and speaking. Let's pick up something Diane said. Not in my name. Not in the RMT. Please welcome Mick Lynch.
Hello, brothers and sisters. RMT is here today for the purposes of solidarity with the Palestinian people who are under such overwhelming assault this very day in their homelands in Gaza, but also under everyday oppression in the West Bank. RMT is horrified by the current situation in Israel and Palestine, with the continuing loss of thousands of lives. We send our condolences and solidarity to all those impacted by these events. We condemn the targeting of civilians, which has resulted in the loss of thousands of lives. And we urge all parties, including the international community, to work to stop the bloodshed and prevent the conflict escalating to other parts of the region. We condemn the collective punishment of the Palestinians by the Israeli government, which has created the humanitarian disaster in Gaza, with the deliberate blocking of water, fuel and healthcare, and the continued bombing, leading to more loss of life and displacing over 1 million citizens who have already been subject to years and years of blockade. We condemn the attacks and the targeting of civilians. There can be no justification whatsoever for such attacks, and we call for the release of all hostages. And let's remember that people of Gaza are hostages all of the time. We call for an immediate ceasefire